For this tool report, I'm going to be looking at Bluebeam Revu, which is a very powerful PDF editor similar to Adobe Acrobat. I'm going to be using this to create icons for my app and also to design layouts before I actually build the app. One of the biggest downsides to Bluebeam is that it is fairly costly to buy a license, but they do have trial versions that are exact same as the full version, except they're only for 30 days. One of the other downsides is Revu Mac is very limited in what it can actually do, and there is no Linux version. So going over to the program itself, we have these icons that I built for my app, and I built them just by using these markup tools here. And you have rectangles, circles, polygons, polylines, and I just grouped them together so it's actually one image right now. And I can go into it and ungroup it, just like this one, and then ungroup. And then you can see all the elements that this is made up of. There's an ellipse, a polyline, a polygon, as you can see down here. And you can change the color and fill color of how you want these to look over in the properties pane here. Making icons like this is beneficial because you can scale the icon however you want. So if you make it too big and scale it down, it doesn't distort the image, or if you make it too small and you need it bigger, it also doesn't distort because they're vector images. So this can be really helpful if you don't know the exact size that you want. Looking at the actual layout, this is one of my layouts that I built. You can see that it's just easy to kind of grab rectangles, place them in, and then you can change the color over here and the fill color. You can also pick a color, so if I want it to look like this brown here, I can grab that same color. So it's really easy just to add kind of background elements and where you want things to go. And I can also take this background, and it is one element. Well, it's not one element right now. I'm going to make it one element by clicking all three of these and just hitting group. And now I can drag this entire group around and move it wherever I want. So this will help me kind of figure out exactly the order that I want things. Say I didn't want French press first and then siphon pot next. I can switch those around. So it just really helps kind of deciding how you want your app to look without any sort of major code or really any difficulty in changing how you want it to look. As far as recommending this to people, I think it's a little hard to learn. I mean, there's not that many tools that we actually use for app development here, but it's a very powerful tool. It has a lot of other uses outside of app development. So if you're thinking about editing PDFs or even having like a really good PDF editor, I definitely recommend this as an option. I've been using this program for a year or so now, so I'm fairly comfortable with it, and I think that's why I picked it as one of the tools that I'm using, just because I know a lot about it. I don't have the frustration of learning it. But it's really not hard. You could sit down and learn it, and it may be very useful. So, final recommendation, I think there's definitely better options out there for app development, but for me, I think this is one of the better options for me. So yeah, that's Bluebeam. Thanks for watching.